What is up, fellow nerds, and welcome back to the Dapper Snapper Gaming channel, and welcome back to day 2 of Week of Wi-Fi. Now, yesterday we had an amazing battle, and today we hope to have yet another one for you. So today's battle is going to be against Attila the Hungry, a constant viewer of the channel, comes to pretty much all of our streams and watches our videos. Great viewer, great person, seems like, and today we're gonna fight it out and just see who has more Christmas spirit. That's really what we're fighting for, right? Is to see who has more Christmas spirit. And so today we have, this is the new hat team. This is what was chosen for him, and it is because we have a Galarian Slowking on this team. So if you're excited to see this team in action today, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you are new. This week we have an entire week's worth of live Wi-Fi battles for you, and today's gonna be awesome, just like yesterday, just like tomorrow, the next day, and the next day. It's gonna be a great week. I hope you all are looking forward to that. So let's take a look at this team, and we are starting off with a Rillaboom. So we're running with the Rillaboom Hawlucha strat here. This is a pretty common core, honestly, in competitive. I normally run Choice Band Rillaboom, but today we're going with a Life Orb variant with Swords Dance, Grassy Glide, Knockoff, U-Turn. This thing can be really threatening if left unchecked, but really we're setting up for Hawlucha to kind of go crazy. And so obviously Grassy Seed Unburden makes this thing super fast. It already hits super hard. Swords Dance makes that even stronger. And then we've got Roost as well. Adamant Nature, because you know, this thing's already gonna be so fast, we really don't need the Jolly Nature on this. It's pretty great. We've got Urshifu. Urshifu is just an amazing mon in general, and this is our Choice Band user. So with Choice Band, it hits even harder than what it normally would, which is just, it's insane. This mon is absolutely busted strong. It's ridiculous, but it works really well. So now the star of the show, the new hat, is this Galarian Slowking. Now Galarian Slowking is starting to really pick up some usage nowadays. It's really starting to see a lot of coverage, and it's actually made its way all the way up to OU, which is kind of crazy. I really didn't think this mon was going to go very far, but with 110 special defense, base 95 HP, and an assault vest, this thing can live a surprising amount of hits, and even on the physical side, it has a decent typing. Its weakness to ground really hurts it, but outside of that, it really is a nice wall. And so I really like this mon. It's why I really wanted a team that was built around it. And so yeah, new hat. That's this team. And then we've got a very standard Mold Breaker Sash drill. Sets up the rocks, Rapid Spin if we need it. That's basically the gist of it. And then a Specs Infiltrator Dragapult, always a threat. So this whole team is quite a bit of threats. It's a lot more hyper offense in nature than normal. I normally run more of a balanced set, but this is a more hyper offense thing, and so I like it. I think it's going to be a fun team to try out. And so if you all are excited, again, make sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe if you're new, watch the video all the way to the end. It's going to be a good time. So let's go ahead and jump into team preview. All right, here we go, and we've got an interesting team here. So we have Swampert, very good, Gallade, Aegislash, Dragonite, Talonflame, and the doggo himself. So this is going to be an interesting match. So looking at this team, how is Slowking going to do? I mean, Slowking definitely can put in some work, but I'm a little concerned about it putting in a ton of work. Yeah, I mean, it's decent against the Aegislash, I guess. Maybe catch the Talonflame on the switch in. Besides that, it's not that great, I guess. Rillaboom looks really good. Hawlucha looks pretty good. We've just got to be really careful about the Dragonite for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and lead Drill. We definitely want to try to break the multi-scale if we can, because I don't want that thing being able to set up a bunch of like dragon dances and stuff. Then again, it could just be heavy duty boots, which is very likely. and kind of scares me, to be honest. Yeah, that could be a problem. Goes ahead and leads with Gallade, though. Good prediction. Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense. Okay, so as far as Gallade goes, rocks I think are going to be pretty crucial here. As far as getting rid of them, we've got Talonflame, possibly. But that seems like the only... I guess technically Dragonite could, but that seems unlikely. I'm going to go ahead and set them here. We are Focus Sash and faster, so we should be fine here, I would think. Yeah, so goes ahead and goes for the close combat. That's fine. Now, this may actually carry the Shadow Sneak on the next turn, which could be problematic, and the Swampert likely also has rocks. So I probably need to switch out here. We don't really have a dedicated physical wall, which is a little scary. But I think we can go into Slowking here. Basically, we need to see if this thing has Shadow Sneak or not. It goes for Leaf Blade, actually, so we'll eat that. That's fine. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. So, do you stay in on this? I mean, maybe? Maybe you stick around and go for a Psychic move? If so, we could get Urshifu in, but again, we don't really gain a whole lot from that. Like I said, this thing really isn't, like, that fantastic. So let's just go ahead and fire off a Psychic here. Okay, we see the withdrawal. Makes sense. Makes sense. Into Lycanroc. Okay, so we'll break a Sash, which is most likely what this thing has. And this also could be the Rocker. Yeah, not going to be quite enough. This thing's most likely clicking a Ground-type move. We could go Hawlucha, predicting the Drill Run. Yeah, we're going to do that. And we should live anything this wants to go for, even if it doesn't go. Stomping Tantrum, same thing. They're roughly the same power, so those can be subbed out for each other. And now here, I feel like you go into the Aegislash here. So I think I'm gonna double out here. Do I double out here? I feel like it's not that bad of a play. Yeah, I'm gonna double out into Urshifu here. Predicting the Aegislash to come in, predicting my fighting type move. That makes sense to me. No, stays in and Swords Dances. That's a little scary. Actually, that's kind of a lot scary. But I think we're fine. Yeah, we do have Sucker Punch on this. So I'm going to click that. And so this thing can Swords Dance all at once, but we have Sucker Punch to get rid of this thing anyway. So, all right, Lycanroc down. Very good. Very good. Definitely could have been a threat, though. Definitely could have been a pretty big threat. We could have knocked it out right there with Swords Dance, but with Close Combat rather, but oh well, it is what it is. So we go ahead and take that KO. Next comes in the Talonflame, and it is not Heavy Duty Boots, but it is faster than us anyway, so I do want to get out. I don't think sacking Drill is the play here. I think Slowking is the switch, but I don't know if I can take two. I'm really rather concerned that I can't take... I'm gonna do it. It's a 10% chance to 2-hit KO, assuming it's not Life Orb, but it could very well be Life Orb. So we're gonna learn its item here. Okay, so it's not Life Orb or anything boosting lefties. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, so this thing probably carries Roost, if I were to guess. I I'm just gonna click Hydro here. I think that it's a safe bet no matter what. Clicks U-turn, makes sense. I get it. And we can get some of this health back with Regenerator later. That makes that will help. That will definitely help. So what do you go into? What's taking a Hydro Pump here? Swampert? Okay, that's good because that's neutral. It's gonna do a decent amount of damage. This should be fine as long as we hit. We do. Nice. All right. Cool. Should do a good chunk. That's okay. That's okay damage. I mean, Swampert's really, really bulky, so... Again, we're threatening ground type coverage here, but my opponent could very easily predict that. Do I care? I can go Rillaboom safely no matter what, even if it goes for a ground type move. So, yeah, this is fine. So, Earthquake is going to be weakened now, if that's what it wants to go for because of the Surge. So we should be fine. I think we're all right here. I guess worst case scenario will be a Scald Burn. EQ. All right, that's fine. Could have gone Hawlucha for free, but it's all good. It's all good. I didn't want that getting burned. And technically, Rillaboom's really only here for this. So I mean, it's not lefties though. I kind of expected lefties, if we're being honest. I think I'm going to SD here. I'm assuming you're going to switch because this is rather threatening. Could have also U-turned here. Goes into the D-Knight. We're going to see if this is heavy-duty boots or not. It is not. Okay. Okay. Let's see. So we should be faster here. And we've already weakened the... Let's see. We've already weakened the Swampert quite a bit to where it should be in range. Yeah, I think we just click knockoff here. Possibly a weakness policy. Yeah, it goes down. Okay. Is that what it is? Yeah, weakness policy. That makes sense. Yeah, it's either boots or weakness policy. It's usually one of the two. So that makes sense to me. So the Sword Stance working out there. Because I don't believe I would have KO'd otherwise with that. Maybe. Yeah, I think the Sword Stance mattered. I'm just gonna stay in and click Sword Stance on this as well. Or, knockoff rather. Yeah, he can have this at this point. Just because we've got Swampert lowered pretty well. So, goes for King Shield. Makes sense. Could have predicted that and clicked Sword Stance, but I don't think I need to predict right now. I'm not in a position to where I really have to predict. So that's fine. We're at +1 now. I'm just gonna click it again. Get rid of whatever this has. Or if he wants to switch out into something else, get rid of whatever that has. Just getting rid of items is so helpful, right? Alright, so we're gonna get rid of this thing's item. Wow, that O-code even at +1. Dang. That's insane. What did you have? Lagging Tail. Ooh, okay. Alright, alright. Lagging Tail checks out. Definitely checks out. So in case you haven't seen Lagging Tail Aegislash before, what that's there for is so that you always go second. And so that way you don't end up putting yourself in your shield form, or putting yourself in your sword form early. So yeah, it's there to, it's there just to make sure that you stay in your shield form as long as you possibly can. Just click Grassy Glide here. Oh, we're gonna Dynamax. Now we did discuss that Dynamaxing was not allowed, but it's all good. It's not a big deal. It's Christmas. Who cares? It's all good. but I also don't think it's going to end up making a difference here. Because this should just Oko. Yeah, it didn't end up making a difference. So it's not a big deal. All right, so this has just turned into a Rillaboom sweep. I don't want to do a full Rillaboom sweep here. So I'll just U-turn out here, and we'll see what comes in here. Overall, I think we played pretty well. Yeah, Talonflame not having boots was really tough. Anymore, you kind of have to run those just because, I mean, it can only switch in once and then it goes down. So it's a little rough. It's a little rough for that. I'm just gonna click U-turn here. I'm gonna switch out. Wow, that does a lot. That does a whole lot. That's insane. And then what do we want to go into here? We'll go into Slowking because it's our new hat. We got to bring in the new hat. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go into this. Taking the close combat. He can take that really well. Very nice. Very nice. This thing's design is super cool. I really love the design. Outside of like where the eyes are kind of funky, but overall I really like the design. I wish that it. I mean, I guess everybody's using it now. It's a pretty high tiered mon right now, so everybody likes it, and so that's going to clear out the game. So GG to my opponent Attila. Thank you so much for battling me for Week of Wi-Fi. I really appreciate you coming out, taking the time, helping me out with this. And yeah, so that is day 2. And so that's 2 wins for us. We'll take those. And tomorrow we will have yet another one for you. It's going to be an absolutely amazing time. So again, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already, and share. Again, we've got 3 more days in this week of Wi-Fi, and it's going to be an amazing time. So what a better time to subscribe, what a better time to like the video, share, click the bell, all that good stuff. Anyway, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Make sure you stay safe out there, stay healthy, all that good stuff. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.